Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose here, and I'm doing a react to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Meatloaf and Putzing Around the Kitchen Bees. So she did this live stream where she's looks like she's making some meatloaf and talking to the camera, talking to her subscribers. I already looked through the live stream. This live stream was about almost 3 hours long, and I found just a key few points of interest. So I'm going to cover those few key points of interest, and then we're going to move on to the comments like we normally do, because just showing the highlights of what you guys need to see or what you're interested in. That's all y'all need to see. You don't need to see her eating or just being boring. Foodie does multiple live streams a day anymore, so I'm not going to put you through the torture of 6 to 9 hours of just garbage content. I refuse to. There's no need to. We can just focus on the good stuff, then go to the comments, and that's it. So let me just go ahead and share the screen for y'all so y'all can see Miss Foodie. Okay. And there she is. There's our girl. So a few things happen in this live stream, and I will give you kind of a brief overlay of what we're going to cover. Oh, Lord. So in one part of this live stream, Foodie picks up a jar of tomato paste that has mold in it, and she scrapes out the mold and proceeds to use the tomato paste. She should have thrown the whole jar away, but she actually opened up the jar and there was mold in it. She scraped out a little bit of mold and she proceeded to use the paste. Now, as someone that I've used jarred products, I'm sure most of you have, here's what I don't get. If the jar of tomato paste was brand new, unopened, there would be no mold. Because when you buy something in a jar, usually there's like a vacuum seal, airtight seal. If a jar has mold in it, that would suggest that there was some kind of corruption. Like maybe the jar was dented or cracked, or the jar was opened previously and there was no more airlock seal. And maybe she opened it and left it on the counter and it wasn't refrigerated. If Chantal is using tomato paste that has mold in it, that can lead to a whole list of problems. You can get botulism from all that. I mean, bacteria lives in food, and if you don't heat it up properly, it can make you very, very sick. So yeah, Foodie is using tomato paste for her meatloaf, and she's using moldy paste when she shouldn't. She just throw the whole jar away. Also, there's another part of the stream where she gets on her bathroom scale and it literally breaks. She steps on it and it breaks. And the scale number, from what I understand, the scale says she was 340 or 50 pounds. Now, here's what's interesting about that. Pete's actually said in a live stream that when Foodie gets on the scale, before she gets on the scale, she scales it back about 70 pounds. See, I told you guys she rigged the scale, but Pete's told on her in one of his live streams saying that she sets the scale number back 70 pounds. So whatever number the scale is giving you, scale it back about 70 pounds and you might have a truer number. But she gets on the scale. She does it again away from the camera where you can't see her feet on the scale. You can't see if the scale itself is set on carpet, which could also mess up the numbers if you're not setting it on a flat surface. She steps on the scale and she breaks it. She absolutely breaks it. Before we get into the live stream, though, regarding her false number on the scale, I want to show you guys something. Give me just a second. I'm going to put something on the screen so you guys can see, because I forgot to do it. My bad. I am so sorry. I forgot to put it back. All right. So let me just go ahead and shut this. All right. So I got two pictures I want to show you, and they are from Reddit. And Foodie, if you're someone trying to hide how much weight you're gaining, It's not a good idea to wear the same outfit on 2 occasions that clearly show your weight gain, ma'am. So let's start with this picture first. This is a picture she previously took of her wearing that champagne raspberry sequin dress. As you can see, it looks like she's got a little bit of a waistline going on there, and her fupa isn't quite as big, right? I mean, that's when she was a bit of a smaller size. Now, here's the more recent picture. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Sorry. That's when she took recently. Same dress, same person. So, Foodie, ma'am, are you trying to tell everybody that you've maintained the same weight for the past 2 years, that you haven't gained a tremendous amount of weight? Because even though you've got those face filters, even though you have scaled your own bathroom scale back about 70 pounds, girl, pictures don't lie. They don't lie. They don't lie. As I've said, I think you're in the neighborhood of 450, 500 pounds easily. Easily. I mean, to go from this right here, this, where your fupa wasn't quite as big, you had a little bit of a waistline, and your tummy wasn't protruding nearly as much, to this, and you haven't gained a lot of weight? Chantal, come on. Pictures don't lie. They don't lie. You've gained a lot of weight over the past couple of years, especially recently. Eating that paneer, eating those nasties, girl, come on. That's not just 20 extra pounds. That's at least 50. It's at least 50 pounds gained. You were in the 300s when you were with BB. Before you left BB, you were about 350 pounds. So you're going to try to tell me that you're not 400 or above now? I won't believe it. So let's go back to the live stream itself. Let's start from here. We got a couple of areas of note, then we're going to go to the comments and call it a day. Because Chantal's got another live stream going where she's going to be cleaning her room. As an adult female, it just blows my mind that I clean my house and I don't need a live stream for that. Nor am I that person that I'm going to monetize just washing the dishes or doing my laundry. But we're talking about Chantal. Her just doing a simple adulting tasks she thinks she should get paid for. But let's go with this and see what's up.
Being friends with an ex never, not friend, you know what I mean? Look, no, I don't know if that's like a Canadian thing, but that's what we just say, putzing. Kit Kat, your song was trash. YouTube should ban you for that. Ready, set, rabies.
Yeah, so Chantal put out another little song for Natter. Chantal, you make $10,000 plus a month. Can you please invest in some singing lessons? Please? I mean, because you hurt my ears. You don't know how to sing, or if you do know how to sing, you sing out of tune on purpose. Auto-tune couldn't help your ass. Invest in some singing lessons or practice a song before you start singing it. Can you do that? Thanks.
No. YouTube will do no such thing. I think I'm gonna make a 3-pounder meatloaf.
Why?
2-pound meatloaf.
The last time she made meatloaf at the villa, Pete ate the meatloaf and he was sick with food poisoning. I swear, her and Natter are horrible cooks. Neither one of them know how to cook. Natter's over there making raw chicken and raw potatoes, and she's over here using moldy paste. Someone please get them some cooking lessons about basic things about cooking. making sure things are fully cooked, using things that are not moldy and full of bacteria, they're going to send somebody to the hospital.
All right, I need your help with this meatloaf.
You know, Chantal's idea of meatloaf isn't actually meatloaf. It's just a pie pan full of hamburger meat. That is not meatloaf. That is basically a meat cake, an entire meat cake. And despite these meals that she cooks, I don't see her ravenously eating her own cooking. I don't see her saying, oh, this is delicious and I want to eat like this all the time. She always eats fast food, and now I know why. I mean, because the fast food is actually safer. She's a dangerous cook. She doesn't cook everything properly, like Natter. I mean, she probably would get sick with her own cooking. How can you be 38 years old, Chantal, and not know how to cook? How? You've got every device known to man in your kitchen to make great meals, healthy meals, and you don't use them. I'm looking behind you. I see a blender. I know that you've got an air fryer. You've got an Instant Pot. Just those three things alone, you can make all kinds of great soups and stews and meals. Why did you buy all that stuff for? You don't even use it.
So this guy I saw yesterday, so I know I'm talking about guys, just so I know you guys are confused with what's been going on. I didn't know Nader like said in his video, but he apparently just said like basically we talked it out, so we're kind of like on a friendly-ish level, but not romantic because.
So you're on a friendly level, but you're planning on getting an apartment for this dude. So you're on a friendly level, but you're going to plunk down money for an apartment for him. I would think that if I'm buying an apartment for somebody, it better be more than a friendship level. I'm just saying, you know, because that's a serious commitment, committing yourself to paying for rent someplace, whether it's a studio, a mansion, whatever. I mean, that's a pretty serious commitment, Chantal. You're going to go apartment hunting with someone that you fight with a lot, but you guys are in discussions and you're getting back to a friendship level. By the way, friendship is free. If you have a friend, it doesn't mean you have to pay for an apartment. Most people wouldn't do that for their friends because that's a serious thing. But once again, I think that you're trying to get an apartment because you're trying to buy his love. And like I said before, you don't buy love. You just don't do it.
That is not going to happen. So, anyways, all right. I'm not making a cake. Like, I'm not going to make a cake. Sorry, Grams. Maybe next year, but anyway.
So yeah, this is another thing that happened in this live stream. Foodie was supposed to meet up with her family because they were celebrating her grandmother's birthday. They were all having a get together. Chantal couldn't be bothered because she was too busy running after Natter and running after her new Tinder date. So her idea of paying tribute and honor to her grandmother is buying strawberry ice cream and buying a cake. Chantal, you can pay tribute to a loved one in other ways that do not involve food. I think you just want an excuse to stuff your face. You're an adult woman. You don't need an excuse to stuff your face. You can eat whatever you want. You can eat however much you want. You don't need an excuse to stuff your face. But everything in your life revolves around food. Everything. I don't think it's a good tribute to eat junk food in honor of your grandmother. If you want to honor your grandmother, you could visit her gravesite with some flowers or send flowers to your mother and say, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, Mom. I hope you're okay. Or make a phone call. There are other things you can do in honor of your grandmother to show that you love her and you care for her still and you're thinking of the family. But everything with you revolves around food.
So, this guy yesterday, I talked to him today, and I don't want to make, like, if I talk to this guy, remember for 12 months, wow, girl, I've been with you for a year. We've been through a lot. Love you, girl. A whole year. Ready, set, release. Che, I love you, Che. I love you guys who have spent so much time with me, who've been through shit with me. I love you guys. Real stream.
You know, when Chantal says, I love you guys and thank you for supporting me, she means that literally. She means it in the financial sense. She doesn't look at anybody on her channel, whether you're a VIB or a viewer, as being people, as being individuals, as being human. She looks at you as just a name on a screen. And if your name happens to be in green, you're a dollar sign. But when she says, thanks for supporting me, she means that in the money sense. What she's actually saying when she says, thanks for supporting me, thanks for paying my rent, thanks for paying my bills, thanks for buying me all this fast food, thanks for giving me the money for the edibles, thanks for paying for my loser boyfriend, thanks for buying his groceries, paying for his rent, thanks for all of that. If she were really appreciative of people on her channel, she would give something back besides seeing her face on camera every day and it being like Groundhog Day every day. She would do edited videos like she's promised. She would give other content like she's promised. She would give content for all the different platforms she has set up like she's promised. She doesn't appreciate people. The only one that matters to Chantal is Chantal. And that's the way it's been, and that's the way it'll always be. Right now, she's saying, I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me. But when she gets mad, when she goes and she parties with Natter, and she comes back coming down from the partying, she gets that Nattertude, and that's when she calls everybody morons and idiots, and if you don't like what I'm doing, you can leave. She also comes on her channel and she stresses everybody out unnecessarily, talking about things she shouldn't talk about. Things that, if she's got a problem with Natter, she should discuss it on the phone or Facebook Messenger or something, because that's what those things are meant for. They're meant for private conversations. But she purposely puts her audience in the middle of all that crap because she wants to monetize the drama. She wants a crowd, she wants an audience, and she doesn't care by involving other people that have nothing to do with the situation. She's stressing everybody out and she's making everybody concerned. She wants everyone to be concerned. She likes to be the center of attention and claim to be the victim. So when she says, thanks for supporting me, guys, what she's saying is, thanks for being here and giving me money, even though I'm stressing you out. I'm doing it on purpose and I'm manipulating you. So thanks for being suckers, for giving up your money, because I'm going to keep doing it because you keep giving up the money whenever I do it.
That guy was hot. Did you guys see at the end of my stream that when I seen him on the... Anyway, I want to be respectful of this person. He's very nice. Being friends with the next level. Not friend. You know what I mean? Look, I have boundaries, okay? That's all I need.
Sure.
Trust me, you're going to see. I'm glad I met up with the person because I don't think, honestly, it's like my mind veers, you know what I mean? And then it will be pulled back by like nice text messages such as like I won't say what they are, but just nice romantic. Like it's nice to have some romance, you know.
How are you going to get romance off somebody you don't even know? You met him one time. How can you get romantic with somebody you don't know? Romance is part of love. Love takes time to build. So whatever happened last night, Chantal, whether it was a little or a lot, it wasn't romance. The guy probably doesn't know you. And that romance only lasted an hour, so how romantic was it really, girl?
Did you just say Real Stream News has no chin? That's so random. Everybody has a chin. CJ has a chin. CJ, you look happier than last night. There's plenty of time to be a hoe. Make him take you out for a nice dinner. Somewhere with table. Yeah, like I'm from now on, sorry. I want to be happy, I do.
Work on yourself then.
So, anyways, possibly gonna be seeing this person like tomorrow. I don't know if I want to go on stream. Do you think that's kind of mean and too soon?
So this guy, she doesn't even, she barely knows this guy, and already she wants to put him on stream with her. Already. Chantal, you know what happens when you put people on stream? They get doxxed. You know, it takes all of 2 seconds. Kiwi Farms be all over this guy, trying to find out who he is, where he lives, his family, Facebook, all that. If you had any kind of decency, whoever this person is, if he's a real thing, you'll leave him off camera. You want whoever's with you to be in the public spotlight with you for the sake of bragging rights, rather than do this sensible, decent thing and say, you know what? A lot of people don't like me. Maybe I should be smart and leave this person on off camera and not make him part of my YouTube channel, because you got to know, if this person gets doxxed and if he starts getting contacted, people are going to send him clips of you on your YouTube channel, and whatever chance you might have with this dude, it's going to get ruined. They're going to send him all kinds of awful clips and it's going to get ruined. But if you guys want my honest opinion, this person that she's talking about, I don't think it's a real thing. If you want my honest feeling about it, I think the guy she saw last night was a friend of Natter's. He just kind of looked like somebody that Natter would know. You know, remember when she brought Roman on camera? Yeah, he kind of looked like somebody that Natter would hang out with. It's just, she never brings somebody on camera, or she never shows anyone that looks like someone that would not hang out with Natter. It's always somebody that looked like could be an acquaintance of Natter's. That's just my feeling, though. I'm going my gut feeling here.
There's a monkeypox outbreak? What is this? Jeez, you can't even avoid. You have to. Okay, so I got a cheap cake for my grandmother. Actually, it's a chocolate fudge cake, her favorite. Chocolate fudge.
Why are you getting a fudge cake for your grandmother if she's not the one eating it? You are. Just say it, Chantal. You're eating it for you. Just say it. You got the ice cream and the cake for yourself, and you're going to eat it yourself. As I said, you'll find any reason to eat, any reason. So let's go on to the moldy, tomato paste.
Dark Desert Highway would never like. Actually, when I started talking to Nader again, I was like, dude, I'm like, what's with the meatloaf with the vegetables in the middle? He's like, it was really good, actually. I'm like, I said one of my beezers said, hey, one of my beezers said, meatloaf with huge raw cucumber log in the middle my way.
Yeah, he didn't make meatloaf. I was watching that stream through Gary Unfiltered, because like I said, Gary Unfiltered, he's hilarious. He doesn't react to Chantal. He reacts to Natter. And trust me, for those of you on my channel that haven't checked out Gary Unfiltered, he is incredibly funny. And you would think that watching Natter would be boring. Gary makes it hilarious. So he's covered the stream where Natter was making meatloaf, and it really wasn't a meatloaf. It was, I believe he had like a raw zucchini, and then he had a raw cucumber, and he wrapped hamburger meat around it. So it was basically a meat log with a vegetable in the middle. I told you, this guy doesn't know how to cook. He sucks.
Like, it's a fucking zucchini. Putting whole vegetables. Hi, Kimmy. I'm gonna put more than one carrot, I think, right? Or you think one carrot's enough? Let me peel two just in case.
Notice she did not wipe off the counter before she started doing the carrot on the counter. And that's where the cats walk.
And my heart is set on you. Hey,
Chantal, do not disrespect Grease. I'm a child of the 70s, and I remember watching Grease in the theater when it first came out. That's a great movie with Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. How dare you sing that song, ma'am? No, don't do that. You know what song you should be singing from Grease? Not that I want you to, but the song that Olivia Newton-John sang about John Travolta's character when they weren't talking, the Hopelessly Devoted to You song. Yeah, that one. That one, because that's describing you and Natter, or how you feel about Natter.
I'll peel the potatoes, I guess, at the same time. Okay? Yeah, I haven't cooked in forever, and like I've been ordering out, and even pizza's like I'm just like, aren't you tired of eating out?
You know, and that doesn't make sense. You still got the HelloFresh coming to your house. If you're not going to cook, cancel that and switch out that subscription for a cat food subscription, because you will use that. I mean, make it make sense. Spending money on something that does not get used and ends up getting wasted versus something that you know you do need and you will use.
The same food. Like, yeah, you start to feel sick. As hard as my heart, I don't even know where it is right now, but all I know is I'm protecting it. Protect your heart, protect your energy. That I agree with you guys on, for sure. Do you guys know this guy on Instagram? He eats lettuce and he talks about relationship advice. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Better shape up, meow, meow, meow.
Oh God, stop singing.
'Cause I need a man, meow.
Well, you don't.
Meow, meow. Pete seems to be able to cook for himself. He won't. He probably could. He won't. Put more effort into the food. How much more effort can I put into it?
How about laying off the paneer and the nashies and the sodas and the coffees? All that stuff is high calorie. Put some effort into that.
Who's leaning on a tire? Oh, it's a tire? I thought he was leaning outside of the car. My white snake moan. You ever hear that song? I want her to make my black snake moan.
What?
From I like big butts and I cannot lie. I needed a rhyme. These love songs are not all about Natter. They're just
Yes, they are.
Whatever. I mean, I'm gonna make a song called "This Song Is About Natter." But I'm just joking. I'm really trying not to even talk. I'm really trying not to involve any drama in my life right now. So. Veggies are hard to peel. I hate peeling vegetables. Don't you? Or not really. Let's talk about a song you just released. Let's smoke a J and karaoke bees. All right.
How about we say we don't and just then say that we did?
Hey, Trixie. Conservatorship for Sean. Sneeze Hero and Titan's dad. Titan is so cute. I am not having a conservatorship. What does that mean?
Conservatorship, Chantal. I'm surprised as an English major, as you claim you are, you don't know how to say that word. And that's when, if I'm not mistaken, somebody basically takes control of your money and they're in control, not you. And honestly, you need one because you don't know how to manage things properly.
Someone's like, you need a 5150.
Yep.
Look, they're not going to put me in a straight jacket for writing bad songs. I mean, well, if they hear it, they might. Are you guys just trolling? Are you trolling me? You freaking abusers. Alright, let's rinse these potatoes.
Oh, oops. I think I missed the part with the sauce. Sorry. Where is the jar of sauce? I thought I had it locked down. Oh, I did skip it. Sorry. So sorry.
I used to put zucchini in it too. Put a carrot.
Okay.
Here you go. Here you go. Give me a minute, guys. Meat barf. That's gross. My mom always made meatloaf and I always hated it. But I actually like it now. I crave it like once in a while, you know what I mean?
So you're making meatloaf with cheese? I never heard of meatloaf with cheese.
Hey, are you eating all the cheese on the ground? Why are you such a friggin' lactose freak? You gotta understand.
Oh, God.
What my heart is
Shut up.
saying.
Sorry. Sorry, I was loud.
I'm putting a lot of cheese in the meatloaf. Do you guys like cheese on meatloaf?
Just throw the whole log in there and get it over with.
I want to get like a quarter unit for here. Like a breakfast nook for my...
You could have that if you cleared out Box Mountain over there in the corner, because that's what that corner was meant for, was a table and chairs.
Thing. Okay. So here's the cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
For the meatloaf. Uh-huh. Okay.
I've never heard of cheese in meatloaf, ever. That's weird.
Now I'm going to saute some onions, garlic, and carrots first. I added, hi bee's knees, hi Idaho. I'm going to put more than one carrot, I think, right? Or do you think one carrot's enough? Let me peel two just in case. Aren't you tired of eating the same food? Like, yeah, you start to feel sick. It's hard. I'm really trying not to even talk. I want her to make my black snake moan from talk about song you just released.
Oh, doggone it. I think I missed the part where she opened up the jar, took the paste, the mold out of the paste and used it. It's on Twitter, though. It was like for a brief second, and I don't want to keep jumping around on this one part, y'all. So if you want to see that part where she's using the moldy paste, tomato paste, check out my friend Shenanigans on Twitter. She has it. So let's get to the other part that I want to cover. And I know exactly where it's at. Like I said, I got timestamps. Doggone it. My computer's acting the fool right now.
Keisha. Mix it with shampoo 2 times a week. Oh, what about ingesting it? I am Julie. I have a date tomorrow. Why are we mad at Natter and Lady? No, I'm not mad at Natter. I'm not, whatever.
Not right now.
I was getting mad at the same shit we already talked about. So, well, not talked about, but I don't want to go backwards. So I'm just moving on. We have some kind of friendship in your life thing, but it's not like before. So it is what it is. I think you shouldn't show up dating anyone. Who's frenemies? It's Green Snake Motion. I just think it's just. I gotta pee.
And here we go. She's going to get on the scale. And she's actually going to crack it.
My house is a disaster. Hi.
That shirt don't even fit her. So, you know, whenever I notice when Chantal does her weigh-ins, it's always in the 330, 340 range. It's never anything over that. It's not 360 or 375. And Pete said in his live stream once that when Chantal gets on the scale, she scales it back about 70 pounds. So if she's allegedly 340 pounds, which in my opinion, I think she's pulling the scale back even more than 70 pounds. I think she's scaling it back about 100 pounds. And she keeps doing that so she can delude herself into thinking that she's 300, 350. You guys saw the pictures I showed you earlier. You know, the before and after with the same outfit. That's not a 340-pound woman. That's someone who's over 400 pounds. But if she's 340 pounds according to the scale, if you add 70 pounds to that, that's 410 pounds, which I think that's more. I think she's more than 410 pounds. You know, she just keeps lying about her weight. And notice every time she does the weigh-in, she doesn't do it in front of the camera. It's always behind something in a doorway. You want to know why? Because she's lying and she don't want to get caught. But now she cracked her scale. She actually broke her scale. So enough with this nonsense. Let's move on to the comments section. Let me just go ahead and refresh the page so we get as many comments as possible. Shut up, Chantal. Okay, let's see what the people have to say. I like to give them a voice through my videos. Mandy Valdez says, imagine being almost 40 and obsessed over a guy who not only refuses to claim you publicly, but lives with another woman in an apartment where there is only one bed. Love that for you. Yeah, like she's literally watched Natter and Dee Dee be intimate together. And if she knows there's only one bed in the place, where do you think he's sleeping? He's not sleeping on the couch. I mean, common sense. If he's with Dee Dee and he's kissing on her and he's close to her and he's doing things with her, girl, they're having sex. They're being intimate. Jamie Reynolds says, so you chose a Tinder date in a parking lot over spending time with your family to remember your grandmother on her birthday. Charming as always. Enjoy your cake and ice cream alone. Yeah. cake and ice cream at home versus going to see the family, or at least doing the nice thing of sending a arrangement of flowers to her mother, or taking flowers to her grandmother's grave and just spending time there. That would have been a good way to say hi to grandma and pay tribute to grandma versus just going nuts on the food again. Freedom Smith says, I see Box Mountain 2.0 is thriving in the corner of your kitchen. Maybe not as big as the cardboard catastrophe you have in your bedroom, but it's coming along nicely. I love how you think you can clean that sty before this weekend when you haven't been able to accomplish your bedroom yet. You know, she keeps having all these live streams. Oh, I'm cleaning my house. I'm cleaning my bedroom. She's been cleaning that bedroom for weeks, and it doesn't look any better than when she started. So she clickbait people. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to, you know, clean my room. No, you don't. You sit in your room and you talk to the camera. You got your face in the camera, staring at yourself. That's what you do. La Luna says that scale cracking noise. Time to bring in the industrial scale. Love that for you. You know, as far as scales you can buy for your home, for your bathroom, some of those scales only go up to 300 pounds. You can buy scales that go up to 500, but a lot of scales only go up to 300. I don't know where Chantal is with her weight, but if she's buying a scale and she is at a weight where she's cracking the scale, that means she's way over the weight limit for that scale. It takes a lot of pressure to break something like that. And Chantal, if I were you, stepping on a scale and that scale is broken, you're actually breaking the scale because there's too much weight going on it. Yeah, you might want to start thinking about your health. Sun says when you walk, the pressure on your knees is 3 to 6 times more than your body weight. If you gain 10 pounds, your knees support an additional 30 to 60 pounds of pressure every time you take a step. That's true. Your legs and your feet do a lot of, they take a lot of weight. Let's see. John Bilson says, Smee would be so proud of you doing a drug deal on her birthday instead of spending it with family like a normal human being. You know, I remember a comment that somebody put in a previous React where they said, you know, maybe it was a good thing that Chantal did not spend time with a family because she would have made that whole occasion miserable. You know, just acting the way that she's acting, maybe showing up high. Maybe it's a good thing she didn't spend time with the family. And I agree. But still, if you're not going to be somewhere with your family on a day you should be there, you can make amends by showing some thoughtfulness and being there in a sense of you're sending, I don't know, like buying your family dinner or sending some flowers to your mother or taking flowers to your grandmother. That would have been a nice thing to do. Let's see. Truth is Freedom says it's all been a scam grift from the beginning. They're all playing everyone like April Fools every minute while they laugh and party on the hard cash. Thank a Beezer Scamtel will be grateful. Yes, Chantal is grateful because, you know, she comes on camera, she does nothing, and people pay her to do nothing. They back her up. Melly C says, rip to that scale. That was a true MVP. Let's just say you're well over 400. Pete called you out and said you backed it up by at least 70 pounds. That means least meaning 70 pounds is the low amount. As I said, I think she's backing it up even more now because she is putting on weight rapidly. I think she's backing it up by at least 100. At least 100. But because by backing up the scale more and more, she can give this illusion, oh, I haven't gained any weight. I'm 330 or I'm 340. Girl, no, you're not. You were in the 300s. You were about 350 or so when you were a BB. How in the world are you still at the same weight as you were like 2 or 3 years ago? You're not. You've gained a lot of weight, a lot of it. Layla says, you guys, she doesn't care anything at all about losing weight. She is pushing 450 pounds right now, if not more. I've been saying that. I've been saying that. And I will eat Natter's cooking if I'm wrong, if she's not close to 500 or at 500. That's how sure I am that she's around that weight, that she's about the 500 mark. That's how truthful I think it is that she's about 500. Egg White says, no one believes for a second that any man other than Natter would touch you. And even Natter will only touch you if you give him enough money. Yeah, if she has to pay Natter to touch her, yeah, like some random Tinder date is going to touch her when she's not had a bath and she doesn't brush her teeth and she bathes in cologne. And she doesn't even bathe in like one cologne or one body spray. She'll put on several. So imagine the smell of sweat and dirt mixed with all these different scents mixed together. It would just be overwhelming. Ashish Karofsky says, so the scale broke. I'm sure that our girl is tampering with the scale, like having only 1 foot on the scale. After all, Chantal is a pathological liar. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why she puts it in a place where we can't see what's going on. We can't see if she's got the scale on, say, a towel or it's on carpet. She's like standing in a doorway. Maybe she just doesn't want to see us like standing on 1 foot, or she's got 1 foot off the scale. And if you got 1 foot on the scale, that means you're putting all the pressure of your weight on that 1 foot or that one ankle. Yeah, that's going to make it break because the weight is not evenly distributed on the plastic. Different Sage says, that view from the back while you're washing dishes. Whoa, you've gained so much weight. My goodness. Does this surprise anybody? I mean, she's been going crazy with the paneer and the nasties. What do you think is going to happen? Why do you think I get so pissed off at the feeders that get in her chat and they're cheering her on for eating paneer? All the paneer is cheese, is high calorie cheese. It's a cheese sauce. It's supposed to be put on rice or used with bread. So the paneer plus the naan bread plus the Starbucks plus the nashies, all of that is extreme high calorie. And the feeders are cheering her on. Go ahead, eat some more paneer, drink some more Starbucks, eat those nashies, girl. They're not going to be there for her if she has a heart attack or a stroke. They're going to move on to the next mukbanger. You know, they just care about their fetish being fulfilled. They don't care about how it hurts the person that's actually doing the eating. Carolina says, okay, so isn't this just a strange coincidence that Natter now publicly is professing their new friendship right before this Monday when they're supposed to go rent their studio Love Nest? This now means we're going to start seeing them in each other's videos. Jesus, take the wheel. Why doesn't Chantal see right through him? Why would she want to be with a man that can't afford his own? Because she wants to control him. Chantal does not want a man that has his own means, his own job, his own car, because then he would not be under her control. She purposely picks men that don't have a lot going on financially and that end up needing her to take care of the bills. Remember when Pete had a job and his own money? She tried to talk to Pete and say, oh, go ahead, quit your job. You can be on YouTube with me. Sound familiar? So she convinced Pete to give up one of the things that he had going on for himself that made him an independent man. One of the things that he could do for himself. And he ended up quitting his job. And now he's dependent completely on her. And that's why he has to do whatever Chantal says. And here's Natter. No car, no money, no job, no nothing. He depends on Chantal for everything. She likes it that way. That means she has full access to her man, and her man is not at some job where he might meet a girl and she can't see him whenever she wants. Because when you have a job, you got to keep a schedule. You got to go to work every day, spend 7, 8 to 9 hours at work. That's time that it's away from her and she don't know what's going on. She wants him in a place where she knows where he's at, who he's talking to, what he's doing. So she creates that system of codependency and she finds these weak men that just go along with it. And it's their fault because they're adults and they can do for themselves. They choose not to. Situation type deal says, Chantal, you need to stop trolling your audience with your relationship. I'll admit I'm slow to come to the realization, but this BS has echoes of those trendy diets you claim to be on. which you only did for content for your channel, no real commitment. No, she doesn't commit to anything except eating and natter. Those are her true commitments. Oh, and scamming people. Let's see. Lady D says she eats up to 10K a day. You know, just one of the meals that Chantal had the other day, I sat down and I tallied up the calories just for what I saw her eating on camera. You guys ready? 6,000 calories. That's what she ate on camera. So you saying she eats up to 10K a day, Lady D, you're not wrong. I remember one live stream she did with Natter where she ate the pita pizza and that cheesecake-like dessert. That one dessert that she ate was easily 9,000 calories. So total for that one meal was over 10,000 calories. So you're not wrong saying that. She's eating a tremendous amount in the way of calories. She gains weight every single day, and she's going to be bedbound if she doesn't watch it. Lilu says, girl, stop acting like you crave healthy food. You called a family-sized portion of paneer healthy. You wouldn't be this big if you craved healthy food. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Agatha says, quit eating and get a new scale. How could you not be 500 pounds? I think she's at 500. Like I said, I think she's lying. She's well over 400, closer to 5. Don Schultz says, Chantal, I really hope you didn't get him that studio because everyone knows, except you, for you, that he is truly out only to get all the money he possibly can from you. Even CJ sees this is why, is that you are the only one that can't see this. You are allowing this man to alienate you from everyone. You know that if you do this studio, everyone is going to truly cancel you because you've learned nothing. Chantal feels bold. She thinks that she can do anything with Natter and nothing bad will happen. So we'll see. We'll see. Kim Adams says, the fact that you're purposely recreating his meals screams you're still in contact and he's still controlling you. The potatoes made it very obvious because anyone who Googles scalloped potatoes would know that the recipe calls for flour as it is a thickener. I am the worst cook, but people love my scalloped taters. And she gives a recipe. Yeah, she's done with Natter, but yet she's cooking like him. So that's it for the comments. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment yourself. Chantal's going to be doing a live, or she is on a live right now. I'm going to go check it out and see what's going on there. So thanks for watching, everybody, and please have a very good day. Bye-bye.